wheels today. Welcome. Wheel swap Fridays is here, guys. Welcome. All right, let's go. Let's get started here. We are going to do a little wheel swap starting our new, well, not new, but our 83 Silverado. I have like a couple years old. I'm not really sure even what case. It doesn't matter because really the start of the show today are the wheels. We are going to get this 83 Silverado by Hot Wheels. We are going to add the Dub Ballers, one of my favorite, if not my favorite, wheels of all time. All right, this was printed and painted a few days ago. It's nice and dry, ready to go. Probably my best-selling wheels. So these are definitely studs right here. So we're gonna go ahead and put these on that truck. All right, and of course we're gonna need tires. Here we go. We got tires. So we're gonna kind of gonna do everything from scratch, guys, as if this was you guys doing from your home with brand new 3D printed wheels. All right. So let's go ahead and remove this first and foremost. And by the way, welcome. My name is Danny. This is AC Custon. Wheel Swap Friday, starting 83 Silverado today, September 26th. This is a really nice cast. What sucks is those wheels. Those wheels are no good. All right, let's go. All right, we go. First thing we're going to do. Actually, we're not even going to do that. We're not even going to rip the wheels off. We are actually going to open this up because in order to make those wheels fit a little bit easier, we actually going to open up the. We're actually going to split open the car here. We're going to drill open, which I normally don't do. But this, if you want to learn how to do it, this is how you do. This is a drill bit, about 5/32 inch drill bit. All right, there we go. One side is open. Now we're gonna do the bottom or the back. Gotta be careful with your hands, guys. All right, you don't get hurt. I need a little bit more drilling here. There you go. All right, let's put that aside. Let's clean up a little bit here so we don't have all that mess. Again, don't forget the drill bit is a 5/32, 5/32s of an inch, 5/32 of an inch. All right, very important, guys. Make sure you get one of these around. Little cutter, always nice to have a little cutter. All right. Next thing we're gonna do, so we got this split apart. So here is the bottom of the base with the wheels still on. We're gonna remove those in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and cut the wheels off the supports. These were printed a few days ago, guys. Again, these are the Dub Ballers. They are roughly 11 millimeters. Once you add the tires, they'll probably be around 11.75 or so, less than 12 millimeters, which will be a perfect fit for that Silverado. All right. Nice and chrome. By the way, I use a really nice chrome by Revell. You guys gotta check it out. It's pretty pricey. Doesn't last a whole ton, but it is really nice. Probably the best chrome I've ever used for sure. All right. All right, here we go. So now we cut these off the support. We're gonna just clean up a little bit. Just clean up a little bit here too. Guys, we're gonna try to do this every Friday, a little different cars, different wheels. Every Friday, wheel swap Friday. Today, we're doing the Silverado, AC Custom Silverado with the ballers. The ballers. All right. All right, here we go. These are the tires. We're cutting out the tires. Okay. Actually, we got 4 already. Let's take these out here. You're gonna get a lot of these little pieces of resin here when you print your own stuff. You gotta get the supports out, clean it up a little bit. These come out very easily. You don't have to worry about it once you start printing yourself, or if you ever get these like with the supports on, they come out very easily as long as you cure the right amount of time. All right, let's just clean up the side a little bit. And guys, normally on a wheel swap for me, if it was just for me without the cameras, this would have taken only about 60 seconds. So very quick. You can do this very quick. Let's go ahead and insert the tires. All right, wheels and tires. Bam. They're about 5¼ millimeters wide. The reason why I picked these wheels is because I actually just remade these. I had these in a different, a little bit differently. Same wheels, but just a little bit different, a little thinner. So I've decided to make them a little bit thicker now. The spokes are a tiny bit thicker, a little bit more realistic. All right. All right, here we go. We got all 4 of them here. We're gonna put them here. And I'm gonna show you the axles as well. We gotta cut some axles to size, all right? Because we're not gonna reuse any of this. So right now we're just really gonna just pop these all off the base. Don't need them. Just gonna use the new ones. All right, so here we go, guys. For the axles, all right? It's gonna be the same actual size as far as the dimension. It's also a 0.32 of an inch. These are music wire. This is music wire. You can get these at Hobby Lobby, or if you have to get them from Amazon, you probably pay a little bit more. So I usually cut it at about an inch or so. That seems to work. Probably gonna need to trim them anyway. All right. You may also need to use a little bit of glue, all right, because they don't always stick. All right, sometimes you know, the axle may be a little too thin for the little hole there for the little hub. All right, so we're definitely going to use a little bit of crazy glue. Let's just make sure here how much we're gonna need to trim. Just want to make sure before we do any gluing that you measure exactly how much room you have. So this is actually not too bad. The size is actually not too bad at all. There's not a whole lot of wiggle, right? You kind of want to not have a ton of wiggle, but you want to leave a tiny little bit. You know what I mean? You don't want to be too tight that it doesn't roll. If that's a thing for you. Some people don't care if it rolls or not. I don't. Let me just cut a tiny little bit. Be careful with these when cutting these. You don't want to get that in your eye. Let's do the same thing for the back. It's probably going to be about the same. All right. Let's clean this up a little bit more, guys. Here, the old wheels. We don't need those. We're going to discard. Okay. Careful you don't blow the wheels away like I just almost did. All right, guys. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and comment below. Let me know. I do have, obviously, as you guys may or may not know, we do have a website 24/7. You can get all the wheels that you see in the show and beyond. All right. So here you go. We're going to use a little bit of crazy glue, guys. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and drop a tiny bit of glue. Now we got to be very, very, very careful with the glue. You don't want that on you. Make sure that this is actually a gel, so the gel is good. It doesn't drip as bad as the liquidy glue. All right, let's just put a tiny bit on the tip. All right, here we go. Here we go. Just a tiny little bit on the tip. I'm going to do the rears now. All right. Just got to give it about 30 seconds, guys. In the meantime, we already cut, so we already did pretty much all the necessary steps. We got the wheels off the supports. We drilled open the truck. We already picked our wheels, of course. All right. Let me just go ahead and clean the little the tube of glue here. All right. Let's start with the front. All right. So I think it should be dry enough. About 30 seconds is enough. Here we go. Drop a tiny bit of glue on that end right there, guys. And just make sure that you guys can see. Let me just approach this a tiny little bit. You guys can see. Bam. All right. So we're gonna just let it sit there for a few seconds so it stabilizes. All right, that it doesn't drop. You don't want it to drop on you when you're trying to demo it. That'll be bad. All right, now we're gonna do the rear. All right, perfect. So you got just enough space there for the wheel to fit, no problems. Again, we're gonna do this right there. Just a tiny bit. I know it looks like a lot of glue, but it's not. All it takes is a tiny little bit. Put the wheel on there. Perfect. It's not too tight. Has a tiny bit of space still. All right, let's just leave it there for maybe 20-30 seconds. In the meantime, I'm just gonna clean up this mess. And then we're gonna finish up. All right. So glue away. Looks good, looks good. Let's go for the all right, so we put the base back together. Now, what I'm not gonna do today is I'm not gonna tap or anything like that or screw. Usually I don't do that because I switch these wheels back and forth out, in and out so much. So I just wanted to show you guys what a simple wheel swap with AC Custom dub ballers would look like. Now, for some people who don't want to have to, you know, drill anymore or, you know, tap screws, whatever it is, you can actually drop some glue right there in those holes and it will stay. Now, I'm not going to do that because I'll probably reuse this for other wheels. But there you go. Does it roll? It rolls. You probably want to leave it maybe another couple of minutes just for the glue. What do y'all think? Dub ballers, 12mm dub ballers, AC Custom. Got to make sure that you leave enough time for it to glue. You see what I'm saying? Bam. All right, let's see. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. I hope this was, if anything, a little entertaining. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'll be back on Friday again. We'll try out different wheels, different cars, different sizes, different everything. If you have any opinions on what you want me to do next, what kind of car you would like to see, you can always check us out. Check out our inventory. Let me know what wheels you want me to go ahead and drop in there for you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. AC Custom out.